Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Running behind that left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On second down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. The expressway is wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Looking to the big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man down the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. 1st down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. He's got him wide open. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Fires left. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to the ground. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Brings up second down. 10, hit, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands. Multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the offense tries to pick up that first by running it on third down. No can do, and that's really been the theme all game long. This defense has just been better at the point of attack, shutting down this run game.
Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Now on the return. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can. About the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains into the 21.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Get set.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The give to the back. Oh, it's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Trying play action. Fires to the right. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Cricket.
Leaves it with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
29 Philly. Go!
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the back. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll go to the fullback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
He's marked down at the 28. 2nd down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Sticks it in his belly. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hand.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just
On the
that.
double.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Lasso. Lasso.
Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space. And he's running in the open. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the set.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
In blue. In blue.
He's looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started.
Cut it. Cut it. Green 25.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out fast. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
From the gun, the ground game. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 from their own 17.
Easy.
Fast motion from the offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got it.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24.
Cobra. Go.
Looking to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Casey. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Ready.
The Tigers are flying down the field.
Moves.
The give on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Ready, ready.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Get set. Get set.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness. This defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
Swings it out to his running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short.
2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Running back goes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it! Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense obviously trailing here in the 2nd half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Going over the top. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Clemson! With a play like that.
Number 16, in for the defense.
On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And no chance at a return. drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll leave it with him. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Out of bounds at the 25. Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 41, Pitt 7.
And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Green 25.
They'll throw it on first down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Working that left side now. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about
just plowing down the field. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to use the speed on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally north-south.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
42 Spider.
The give to the big fullback. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
The big fullback's got it, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Second down coming up.
Cricket.
Now they'll run the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
He gets awfully close to the first down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Banks. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On second down, looking to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Banks. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
29 Philly.
Give to the big fullback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Second down coming up.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
Easy.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
Get set, get set.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Spider.
Right back to it. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory.
Weak.
To the ground with the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense set on 1st down. Give to the running back. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And the Tigers will move the sticks.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Okay,
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Cam!
The give to the left. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm